the post-Brexit effect on UK firms, analyzing the Tesco PLC's strategic response and EU marketing competitiveness. So here we have the abstract of our presentation. Introduction. The Brexit changed the way to UK retail do business, especially through the trending with the EU and the Tesco, which may use nearly 29% of the UK grocery market and earning 17 billion last year, still get about the third of its fruit and veggies from the Europe farms. That may it's unvariable to delay or extend the cost of the borders. After leaving the Poland, the Tesco Central Europe sales now may be up to 60% of its revenue. So most of its growth now depend on the UK market. Even these challenges in winters, there seems confidence. The Tesco shares price dropped below the 320p in April, but aroused 25% to over 403 pins by mid-May and June, and trend spared the suggestion lost inventory were buy in since February. The trend shows support for the Tesco UK focus strategy. This study is looking of the things how the brisket added the cost and distributions to the Tesco's supply chain, whether it's hurt the Tesco ability to compete with the LD and Lidl. So how may the customer tag the local sources and online delivery can help it stay competitive. And the next is methodology. Over reviewing the pulling only the post-Brexit company numbers, the Tesco account from 2020 to 2024 match them with the trades. The files can share data and the EU complex the import logs. We all say scan the pre-reviewed work from 2015 to 2025 to catch both forecasting and the real outcome. Even the sources is coded in Excel against the fourth impact themes like the tariff, border and delay, labor gaps, and the Tesco medicational move. We then run year by year, check the sales margin, import volume, and share against other competitors, and finally cross check the Tesco statement with the independent news and the academic finding to vet our biased. So this is all about my presentation. So the next one, please continue.
Hi, this is Mohammad Danish, and I will discuss about the Brexit linked operational and pressure on Tesco PLC. So, Brexit has added significant court pressure on Tesco across multiple fronts. Had the UK defaults to WTO rules in 2021, EU export goods could have faced 3% tariff, wiping 800 million of Tesco annual gross margin, a risk highlighted in its 2020 reports even without tariff. Post-Brexit, non-tariff barriers like the UK SPS regime, um, live since April 2024, impose 330 million a year in border family formalities, with extra inspection slowing especially for meat, dairy, and fresh produce, 30 to 40% of which Tesco sources from the EU. Delays have led some UK groceries to abandon Irish suppliers, while hauliers increasingly bypass the UK labor shortage. Further, Eastern Operational Tesco 2024 reports warn that rising wages and staffing gaps to logistics are likely to persist. Despite all this, Tesco rebounded its operating margin report to 3.1% in FY 2021, but recovered above 4.5% by 2025, thanks to 100 million spent on customs tech, Northern Ireland hub, and pivot to more UK first sourcing. Core parts of Brexit contingency plan analysis calls Brexit a political business shock that forced Tesco into new cost sharing models and tighter supplier control, which, along with the customers' trust supply security, helped it stay competitive while Smaller rivals struggle. And thanks. Next.
Hi, I am Abdul Wajid, and my topic is strategic moves to Tesco used to blunt Brexit risk. And Tesco navigated Brexit disruption by investing 100 millions in custom technology, shifting to UK suppliers, and establishing a Northern Ireland hub, and boosting its operating margin from 3.1% 2021 to over 4.5% to 2025. Strategic actions like automatic borders checks, securing long-term logistic deals, and capitalizing on by British sentiment helped it gain market share of 0.7 to 28% up to while declined. Leveraging its scales and lobbying and power, Tesco turns Brexit constructing sharply with smaller firms that lacked rescue resources to adapt.
I think my the friend of mine has forgiven something, to introduce me. So my topic is basically my part is to discuss competitive impact. My name is Ali Haider, and my student ID is 230777599. Basically, my part in this speech is competitive impact on Tesco's continental ambitions. So it is just a comparative analysis between the Brexit, when the Brexit was happening at the time of the Euro and London, England. It's the separation between the two countries. So yeah, so the gray line in this structure, it is directly showing you the tracks, Eurostats, the food prices, and the EU 27 for directly to the EU 27, and the ONS index exactly. So it is the impact of 2015, and UK line basically in this graph is showing you that UK line at that time is hitting 129. Basically, when it is comparatively to the EU, while it is getting 123 pounds. So it is the 6 points gap, and in 2013. So when it is what happening, so the 6 points was related to the inflation penalty by the sterling, by the new SPS formulation, by the sterling weakness as well. So if we talk about the Tesco's ambition, Tesco's EU ambition, so basically it is related to the Tesco's downfall in the continent. Basically, Tesco sold entire Polish chain in 2020 just because it is not getting the sales for the Euro public or Euro public awareness, and it is sold just about 181 million pound at that time. So the punchline of the story is Brexit has changed the economical logic of continental bricks and mortar retail as well. But the thing is, Tesco still builds margin in their home country, like in the UK region. But the question is raised, like cost of completing or cost of competing in continent still makes sense when the inflation or the regulation or the currency, all of the circumstances going against you. Thank you. Uh, my I will just switch to the next person. He will gonna proceed the presentation.
Myself, Sham Ahmed, I'm going to explain what this tells UK farms. Brexit made Tesco stronger in the UK but drives costs for smaller farms. Tesco can handle extra freight costs due to its size, but smaller business struggle. New rules, currency change, and fewer EU workers make things harder. To stay competitive, firms should plan for no deal situation, expand to different markets, and push for easier trade rules, strategies, and scale help companies and survivors. Next, please. Study limits and next steps. This is conclusion. Brexit has now stopped Tesco, but it has made running the business more costly. New border checks, weaker pounds, and fewer workers from EU have made these things harder. Tesco is now focusing more on the UK and countries outside the EU instead of growing in Europe. The main message is without share rules with EU, UK businesses have less power there. To do well, companies should trade with more countries, use more technology in their supply chains, and support easier border rules. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. This is all about our presentation. And again, thanks
Thank you
to
so
all
much.
speakers.
Thank you guys for cooperation.
Thank you.
And these are the reference of our presentation. Thank you.
Done. Done or retake?